I'd like to start off this review by saying I've reviewed Bludgeon, and this is basically the same as that. So a lot of things that I'll state here would have most likely already been elaborated there. I'll link in the description, so check it out if you are interested. Now I'm sure I don't have to ramble once more about how hard Legacy Tarn is to obtain. You've heard stories, you've seen posts, you've sucked these duds. But fortunately, Bludgeon is a thing. Thank you for existing. But how about people who genuinely want a Tarn specifically? Well, he'll be reissued next year, so I'm late to the party. However, if you really need him now and you're good with masterpiece figures, then this fella might just be up your alley. Greetings, people of YouTube, I'm Screaming Star, and in this video I'll be reviewing the DJD 01, also known as the Black Mamba upscale of the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Tarn figure. Before I roll the intro, I believe a little flashing lights warning is in order. The packaging on this guy is very boring, like, this is it. Unboxing it was also very uneventful, so I'll show it now instead of dedicating it to its own segment. Holy moly, this is big, and I love it. Its large size does cause for some issues that I'll cover later, but it definitely does not hinder the accessories in any kind of way. In fact, they're bigger and better. Ooh! You get the entire cannon assembly and bludgeon sword. I've delved into how these things work in my bludgeon review, again links in the description, so I'm mostly judging them by their new paint job, and oh man do these look nice. You can plug him on his back or on his arms. And a feature that's not apparent with the original figure, the LEDs on this figure shine really bright and does not feel like they're gonna burn out anytime soon. Speaking of which, batteries are pre-installed, though if they ran out on you or yours didn't come with batteries, we're completely fucked. The instructions tell you jack squat about the batteries, and I've checked some listings and no luck. My best bet is just to show you what the batteries look like, or maybe if any of you would like to help me out, feel free to do so in the comments below. But man, even without the LEDs, he looks great building them. Oh, and he also has a sword. It exists, alright. Kinda wish they'd given this some color, but ah well. I'm not gonna display him holding this anyways. But aside from these accessories, most of the figure is unchanged from the original release. Which is a shame because this mode definitely has some crucial room for improvements. That's more for his alt mode, though this robot mode is borderline perfect. Pretty much captures how we looked in those IDW comics. Which I'm starting to read, don't you know? This image goes hard, by the way. This Decepticon mask looks pristine, and surprisingly it is removable, but he's got no interchangeable face features, so what's the point? Life, am I right? No, I'm grateful with my life. And I'm very grateful to have this figure. Been wanting this since, I don't know, a year ago. But yeah, he looks great. I love the metallic finish on the purple bits. He feels nice too. Very solid. Maybe a little too solid, especially during the transformation, but I digress. Said solidity is probably partly due to this die-cast metal chest plate and these die-cast metal ankles. I love this robot mode, and I love its posability, which I won't cover because links in the description. What I will say though is that his hips not being ratcheted do make me fear that they'll get loose over time. Just don't go too ham on it, I guess. His posability is still amazing, except for this. And to show what he's truly capable of, let's watch him strike some poses. So functionally, he's pretty much the same as that original Legacy figure. But what really makes him different would be his size. Oh my gosh, this thing's huge. Here's DJD 01 aka Tarn next to Legacy United Cyberverse Windblade. Really wish that Cyberverse Tarn design can get a toy soon. Here he is next to Megatron. Comparing him to a regular 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Mr. Knight. And finally, Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Bludgeon. And you can totally see that they're both meant for different scales. This is Chug scale as opposed to this guy, which is in Masterpiece scale. This robot mode definitely was worth my weight, but that transformation, I won't fully show it in detail because the link is down below. But this was kind of a bitch to transform. Things are way too tight for their own good, and that bludgeon figure wasn't my favorite to transform in the first place. But after doing this one a couple times, has made me appreciate the fluidity of that small figure's transformation. And by the time you're finished with it, the tank mode is Well, it's exactly the same as Bludgeon's tank mode with one major improvement. The knee pads fold down. Yeah, they still didn't give him rolling wheels, what the fuck? Aside from that though, I do prefer this color scheme over Bludgeon's tank mode, and that's pretty much it. But I actually have a larger appreciation for this mode after learning that Tarn has a transforming fetish. Yeah, he apparently loved transforming so much that he regularly burnt his transforming cog. Just a little character reason to justify this made up mode, and I kinda like it. And this tank mode, I kinda like. You know what else I kinda like? Size comparisons. Thought I was gonna say your mom, didn't you? Here's Tarn next to Windblade, Megatron, which surprisingly is really similar in size to Tarn, Mr. Knight, and finally, Bludgeon. So that was my review for the Black Mamba DJD-01. I am definitely very happy with this figure. Sure, I've owned the Bludgeon version of this mold, but finally having this Tarn deco is just satisfying to me. The figure itself, I only recommend to those who are looking for a masterpiece scale Tarn, yet don't want to fork up the cash for say a Mastermind Creations version. But if you want a chug scale Tarn and missed out on the original figure that this was based on, I'd say just wait. They'll reissue it later down this year. If you have enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you all next time. I have no idea what kind of teaser to make from this figure, so this will be my next review. I'll see ya.